Well, hi crafty crew, this is Deba with Creative 5-Minute Crafts. Today we're doing an unboxing, but it's also like a mystery box because this is a box of craft supplies that have been in my storage for at least 5 years. I don't remember what's in this box, but I thought it might be kind of fun for you and I to go through it together. And maybe you'll be inspired by some of the items that you see that I've had from years ago that I have done some crafting with. And who knows, maybe you'll see something, you'll be inspired, and you'll say, hey Deba, I want you to make something. I want you to use that crafting item in a video. So let's take a look at what's in the box. And actually, I think what I'm going to do to make it easier for both of us is I'm going to move the box out of the way and I will just show you what's inside. First off, we have a set of boy knitting needles. This is a US 10.5 14-inch length. It's an Easy Glide anodized aluminum knitting needle. Now, I'm sure I bought these for a craft, and obviously they're still in the original packaging, so I didn't get around to doing it. If you're interested in me using these craft needles and doing something with knitting, please let me know down in the comments below. Next, I have, oh, look at this, Crafter's Square. So these more than likely came from Dollar Tree. Yeah, I think they came from Dollar Tree, but these are craft sticks. They're basically popsicle sticks. You can use these in lots of different crafts. So, brand new package. Obviously, I didn't get around to making whatever I bought these for originally, but if you're interested in me making something with these craft sticks, leave me a comment down below. Up next, we have a package of Raffia. I love Raffia. Anytime I can use Raffia in a craft, I am all for it. So this is, I must have bought this on clearance at a store, and it looks like it was $1.18 for 1.75 ounces. Oh, this was from Pier Imports, and as you all know, they have gone out of business. So I'm really sorry about that, but I'm sure that you can find Raffia anywhere. It was a product of Madagascar. Looks like they retailed it for $2.50, and this particular Pier 1 had marked it down to $1.18. This is a large amount of Raffia. I know that I've used this on some previous crafting items that I thought this Raffia would give a nice touch to. So there's the next item. Okay, let's see. This says Sweetness and Serenity. Oh, this is Seeley's China paint. I actually made a baby doll. Let me stop saying actually. I made a baby doll. Her head, hands, I think it was her head and hands were made out of ceramic, and I got a chance to paint her face. So this was the paint that I used, and I will insert a picture here of the baby doll so you can see how she turned out. This is a stencil brush. This is to use with Stencil Magic paint cream, Stencil Magic Stencil paint cream. And this hasn't been used. I picked it up at Ollie's. This is Ollie's discount store for 59 cents. Good deal. Looks like you can hold it in your hand well. Hasn't been used. I'm willing to use it. If you guys are interested, just let me know. Here, these are a series of scissors. These were purchased in a pack. I do remember that. But if you look, they have, and it was, these are Fiskars scissors. But if you look, they have different cutting edges. So this particular pair can cut a zigzag. This pair can cut I don't even know what you would call that. It's like an irregular zigzag. This pair cuts more of a scallop, kind of a haphazard scallop shape. And this pair cuts an interesting, almost like a cursive M shape into your paper. So as you can see, it's almost like a little scallop, but when it comes together, the paper edge looks like that. I would love to use these in making some cards. But if there's anything else you'd like to see me make using these scissors, again, let me know down in the comments. Oh, and here's another pair. And this pair here is more of like a, not quite a hard zigzag. It's more of a relaxed and smaller zigzag. So I have those. Here I have the Craft Bond Spray Adhesive. This is temporary or permanent bond, works on multiple surfaces. This used to be a favorite of mine when I was making crafts that needed to be adhered together. And I know people don't use this as much now for crafting. They tend to use the tape runners and glue and your double-sided tape, but this works well also. Okay, that's not a craft supply. Okay, another pair of scissors. Another interesting kind of paper edge. I think I'd like to try that too on an upcoming craft and see if what I can do with that. Okay, next, well, speaking of tape and adhering adhesive items, I just found these Special Moments Scrapbooking Tape, and I'm pretty sure this tape is double-sided. So have some double-sided tape. This is just a ring of, I think this was masking tape. And I like to save interesting shapes to use later. This, I believe I saved so that I could lay this down and trace a perfect circle on a craft. So this is a scrap. This is what I'm calling a scrap that I held on to. And then look at this. Beautiful sequins. Can you see that up close? Look how sparkly that is. I have done some sewing and crafting using materials like this. And this is beautiful. And I'm looking forward to using that on something soon. Let's see what else. Okay, these are little bungee cords, little teeny tiny bungee cords. You can see they stretch and they have these little hooks on the end. I'm not sure if I've used these. These were loose in the craft box, so I'm going to say I did use them on something. Right now, my memory doesn't serve me on what I used them for, but they're beautiful, and I know they'll come in handy, so I'm going to hold on to that. Here is a beautiful mesh bag. Of course, we can use this in a craft as well. And here is a beautiful, this is an applique. Apparently it was $3.75 when it was purchased, but look at that. Beautiful seed pearls, beautiful applique. I know this is relatively old-fashioned and vintage, but hey, that's okay with me. So there it is. This would be beautiful in a craft. So I got that. If there's something you'd like me to make with this applique, let me know down in the comments. And let's see. Oh, looky here. I have a boy anodized tapered throat aluminum crochet hook. This is a 6.5 millimeter, and yes, I can crochet as well as knit. So obviously I bought this and put it in my craft box and didn't get around to unboxing it. So if you would like to do something, if you'd like to see me do a video on crocheting, let me know in the comments below. Now this is a box that I believe has, yes, it has a whole bunch of Bob Ross paint colors. Look at that. Look at all these Bob Ross paint colors. And I also have some Winsor & Newton. But yes, I'm a painter also, and I will insert here some photographs of some of the pictures that I have painted that were Bob Ross inspired, but also just based on some pictures that I've seen in magazines, and I just decided to try my hand at recreating those. So if you want me to do a painting video, let me know down below. Again, rolls that I've saved so I can circle, or I can create perfect circles. This looks like, these are magnets that came off of a garment that I was getting rid of, and so I held on to them for use later, and this is just a D-ring that I held on to. Again, something that came on something. This says Joy Mangano. I think this is a cleaning tool for something that I bought that was a Joy Mangano product, but hey, I held on to it. Interesting shape. Again, interesting shape. This is actually the cleaner. This is actually a grill cleaner. It was a portable kitchen grill that I had purchased, and this cleaner came with it because you could go down in the crevices and get your little bits of charred meat and so forth out. So I held on to that. You never know. Might need it in a craft. Here are some plastic sticks. These are good for mixing paints and glues and other liquid surfaces. Let's see. Another stick. Here's another one of those little cleaners. And actually here's 3 more, actually 2 more. This was a flag. I'm trying to remember why I cut the word ice out of it. I'm not entirely sure, but hey, I must have thought I could use it in a craft. Here are some Jingle Bells. This came off of something I was getting rid of. They still work. So I've got 3 of those. If I make something that's Christmas themed, or even if it's not Christmas themed, but it could use a kind of a cow jingle type bell, I've got that. Here's a bunch of headbands. These were headbands that I used to wear back in the day, and when their useful life was over, I decided to stick them in my craft kit. You never know. Here's some Velcro that I can always take off of this and use it on a craft. This is actually this came off of a convertible bra, and again, it's a piece of elastic. Don't laugh. You know, I mean, hey, I can use that on something. This, I think these are just little metal ties. Save those for crafting purposes. Another convertible bra strap. Here are some, I think they call these see-through bra straps. I saved these. Actually, I have 2 of them. It's this, but clear. It's made out of silicone. Very good craft supply. A couple of sticks that I've saved. Can use those. Empty medicine bottle. This is actually Eckerd. Eckerd is no longer around, as far as I know. But again, good round shape. Can use it to store things in. Small things. Here is some sticky, let's see, they're calling these adhesive squares, but it's almost like a Velcro type of material where you've got the square, you've got the side that attaches. It's very similar to Velcro. Well, duh, it's Velcro. So this is Velcro. Okay, this is Velcro. So enough said about that. Got a paper clip. Here's a little bow that came off of something that's on a metal tie. I've got 2 of those. And let's see, here's a box. Let's see what's in. It's a box in a box. So here's a beautiful box. Inside of the beautiful box, looks like more painting supplies. Here are some stamps. These look like fruit stamps. This is an apple, cherry. This one looks like Oh, this is a flower. How pretty. You see, I've used those. Here are some little paint containers where you can mix paints together. Has a little lid that will keep them from drying out. Here is a wood ruler. And here are just various, I don't know if you guys have seen one of these, but this helps squeeze the paint out of the tube. Look at this. I am so into Bob Ross. Look what I have. I actually have a Bob Ross 1-inch landscaping brush. You can see and see it's been used. You know that I really did paint with these. This is also a Bob Ross brush. Looks like it's 2-inch background brush. Yep. And let's see, this is a William Alexander knife. How many of you remember William Alexander? That is, this is a palette knife. Here's a little sponge rather. These I think are just regular paint brushes I have here. This is actually a makeup brush, but I used it for painting. There's a stick, helps you to keep your hands steady. Let's see what else is in here. We have, this is another, I don't know if I can even tell. This is a, it looks like a China bristle brush. There's another one, a little bigger. Another Bob Ross palette knife. Bob Ross number 10 painting knife. And then I've got a foam brush, a couple of those. And then I've got some smaller detail brushes here. So these are not named. I think these are just kind of generic brushes. So there we are. Lots of Bob Ross in this box. So let me just stick everything back in here. Dropping everything. And that looks like it. That is everything from my mystery box. Oh, here's a couple of little dowels. It's like part of a straw. So that is box number 1. And I actually have 1, 2, I think I have 4 more boxes like this that have craft supplies in it. So if you found this video interesting and you want to see what else that I packed away in my craft box, just subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know as soon as I upload the video of the other craft boxes I have. This has been fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you see anything in my craft supply that you want me to do a craft with, let me know down in the comments below. Please share this video, like the video, become a member of the Crafty Crew by subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.